Hi everyone, I'm just coming home from my presentation at the public library about autoimmune conditions. Today was the day and we had a great turnout, very interested people in this topic. And I was very fortunate that I had the chance to talk to those people who came out about autoimmune conditions and all the good things that they can do about it. So what did we cover today? We covered about what it actually is, what happens in the body if you have an autoimmune condition, and that really applies to all autoimmune conditions. It's not specific to one certain condition. And then also ways that you can help your body deal with it, and ultimately that you feel better. So I just want to share with you why it's so important to talk about autoimmune conditions. You know, autoimmune conditions are on the rise, and that's not just in North America, but it's worldwide, and it's an epidemic. It's our new epidemic that we're not well educated about yet. Oh, hi, Hannah. Nice to see you on Instagram here. So we're not very educated about autoimmune conditions right now. It's not in our mainstream, news feed info that we usually get. I mean, we hear a lot about cancer, about heart disease. We know all about those conditions. But when it comes to autoimmune conditions, we're not very well educated yet. And 50 plus million Americans suffer or are affected by an autoimmune condition. And those are just the numbers for those people who are diagnosed. There are probably many more out there that just haven't gotten a diagnosis, and they're still searching for answers, and they still don't know why they don't feel very well. And today we also know that between 80 and 100 autoimmune conditions are so far identified as such. And there are probably more. We just don't know yet. And even 40 conditions, they're suspected to have an autoimmune component. And, there's a lot of research that's been going on lately about these topics. And also we see when we look at ADHD, we look at autism, we look at all these brain-related conditions, even Alzheimer's. There are some people who say they have some form of or one component of an autoimmune behavior. So I think that's very interesting to know, because really this is so prevalent, and all of us know at least one person who has an autoimmune condition or any other chronic condition. And it might well be worth looking into the research there and find ways that they can deal with it naturally. And also, when I did my research, what I found very interesting was an autoimmune condition is also one of the top 10 leading causes of death in female children and women up to the age of 64. So this affects us younger women, and we're more affected by this actually than men, and we're also more likely to die from an autoimmune condition or a related condition when we're younger. So this is nothing we're just looking at when we're getting old, when we're in the 80s and 90s. This can affect us at any age. And my suspicion is that we also, especially as women, get autoimmune conditions early on in our life, and we don't know that. We are not diagnosed for maybe a decade or even longer after the fact, and we've just been living in suboptimal conditions until then, until we hopefully one day find out what it actually is that bothers us. And today I had many questions from my participants. We had very good discussions. People were asking lots of questions about how all our different body systems are related to our autoimmune condition and why there's not the magic pill that we can just take and our symptoms disappear and our condition gets better. It's very, very complex. And in fact, and I want to show you this just quickly, what we actually went through today. I drew this little chart here. See it all, hopefully. So where I actually showed the people about, you know, certain things that affect our health and how it's all connected. So this was a huge aha moment for a lot of my participants, you know, that I said, you know what, you might have a genetic predisposition to your condition, but that also doesn't mean that you necessarily get it, because the genes don't necessarily need to express. And that is a new science that's emerging. It's called epigenetics. And epigenetics discovers more and more how our environment, how our lifestyle, and even our mindset and our stress levels can switch on genes or can switch them off as well. So my participants today, they felt very empowered after this talk when they discovered that for most things that are related to the autoimmune condition, they can do something naturally. You know, it doesn't matter if it's mindset, if it's your stress level, if it's your inflammation level, if it's your liver health, your emotional health, when it comes to trauma, even sleep and toxicity can all play a role in how their condition progresses. And also they can do a lot about helping their body deal with this. So today I had a great time, a fun time. My voice is slowly starting to give out here. And I was very happy with all the interest in my talk. And if this is something that you're interested in learning more about, please contact me. I might be giving this talk again at a later point. If there's enough interest, maybe even do a webinar about it. So just get in touch with me. Let me know if you're interested and how you would like to receive this information. And I'd be very happy to organize this for you. So this was my quick little nugget for today. And I just want you to leave you with this, that your health struggle is not your destiny. You do not need to accept a diagnosis or a condition as a given fact that you can't do anything about it. But your body sends you a clear message, and it sends you an invitation to change. So I want to leave you with that, and I hope this is valuable to you, and I hope I hear from you soon. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.